Good morning, Dapplings, and welcome back to Stardew Valley and, of course, to Dapper Glen Farm, where it is the 1st of spring, year 2. So much has happened. Now, before we get down to business, I'm going to do a little bit of redecorating while I talk. I want to say an enormous thank you to everyone who's been sending well wishes for Tally. She is doing so much better, and it is impossible to describe how relieved I am at how much she seems to have improved since her recent vet visit. Indeed, both Midna and Tally, but Midna recovered from her initial operation really, really well, whereas Tally developed a little bit of a nasty infection, but that seems to have been cleared, though I will say she is not a fan of the new antibiotics she has to be on. And it actually breaks my heart a little bit having to give it to her because she really doesn't like that medicine, but it's making her better. It's one of these, you got to be cruel to be kind to situations, but I know I'm doing the right thing, but Tally seems a little bit unconvinced. Nevertheless, let's check in on the weather report, but yes, I do want to give a massive thank you to everyone who has been sending well wishes both on Twitter and just in DMs. I will continue to update Twitter and the community tab on the YouTube channel where I can, but I can't take any pictures or videos right now because Tally is not as active as she usually is. Well, she wants to be, but having to keep her play a little bit more muted while the wound is recovering. Right, it's going to be clear and sunny all day tomorrow. Fantastic. I will see if I can get some pictures out, though. I might have to put a bit of a warning. Look, this is, she has had an operation. It is a wound, okay? For those who are a little bit squeamish with that sort of stuff, but we'll see. I see a glimmer within my scrying orb, a shard of knowledge from the future. The spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed. They are going to block your attempts to woo anyone once again. Well, Wick, I need you to have a word with these spirits, okay? I need luck to be on my side. I don't at all, but I want it to be. Sorry, we just spoke with you. No, it hasn't changed in the last 5 minutes. Well, Wick, speak faster. Speak faster with the spirits. Living off the land, we're back again with another tip for y'all. Well, a new year has arrived. Keep your eyes peeled for any new kinds of seeds being stocked in your local general store. We're going to have to spend a lot of money with Pierre. Thankfully, we've got 30,000 gold with which to spend. Hopefully you're upgraded your tools during the winter. I kind of did. Not the tools that I specifically think I need, but we'll see. Good times. Yeah, it's irritating me as much as it's irritating you. Shh, it's fine. It's fine. We'll be okay. We'll survive. I think. Right. Oh, hey, Leah. Hi, Aavak. Are you free this afternoon? For you, yes. I finally got my act together and I'm doing my art show tonight in the town square. Oh, well, fantastic. Come into the town between 3 and 5 p.m. if you want to be there. I will absolutely be there. Aha! And here is Kent. The myth, the legend. Hello there. Oh, actually, it's the man, the legend. Look, it was mythical. Shh, it's fine. Hello there, my name's Kent. I just got back last night from overseas. My wife told me that a new farmer had moved in while I was gone. Indeed. Well, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'll see you around. Okay, yeah, I'm Aavak, by the way. All right, then. Got a couple of messages. Now, we're going to have to get a move on because we've got a date in the town later on. Aavak, I'm really glad you've become a part of the community. I've enclosed another 500 gold check from Stardew Valley Agricultural Fund to help with the continued good work and keeping my secrets. Don't think I haven't conned on to what you're doing, Mr. Lewis. You're keeping me on side. Yes. Notice the price of raw materials at Robin's shop. Oh. Was this in the game the last time I played? I don't remember that. How peculiar. Very interesting. Body dark Harriet. Right, let's go and say hello to Yoko. Right there. There we go. And some water. Oh, missed. Some water. Also a wet fence post. I don't know what you're going to do with the fence post, but, by all means. Whatever you do, I'm sure you'll have fun. Right, let's grab everything. We need mushrooms. We need a... Oh, damn Dragon Blast. I've forgotten. Urchin. There we go. I kept thinking of coral. I was like, no, they don't need coral. They need the living coral. urchin, of course. Well, I mean, technically coral is, but still. Right, let's pop in now. I would like to get, if I do nothing else, that all of the farm work can come later. Because I might lose a day, but what do I lose if I lose a day of planting? I just lose money. And money doesn't matter as much as the happiness of my livestock. So I want to try and sort out the farm enough that we can get them out. They've been the entire winter cooped up inside. I feel bad. Though on that note, it does now occur to me. And this is a question for peeps who happen to live on farms in real life or just live near enough to one that they've noticed this. I know, obviously, sheep and goats tend to be out and about during the winter, but that's because they're sheep and they're goats. But cows, now obviously they're more wild. They're more wild. Well, even the more wild domesticated versions of cows, but definitely their wilder ancestors would be out during the winter, and as a result, they've got much more shaggy fur. But do your typical dairy cows get let out at winter? Is it perhaps that they're just let out for a little bit to wander around, stretch their legs? Aha! Hello there, you sneaky sneak. Okay, well, we found so we got a second one. That's actually kind of impressive. I'll pop it down here, and we'll pop you next to it, I think. Pop, and pop you over there. That'll look lovely. Right, now, let's try and clear up this area. Oop. I don't want to fish the weeds. If I do, I will go and find some algae. Weeds of the water. Right, there we go. Let's just get the weeds out of the way first. We will be planting a bunch of grass starters around here in a little bit, but for now, just trying to get the most of this cleared up, and then we're going to open the gates and allow the chickens and the cows out. All right. Yeah, we've done all the scything work, and that was the main work I wanted to do before I let you out. And now I will do the axing work. Oh, this is actually going to be the first time out that the ducklings have had. This will be their first view of the farm. I hope they approve. Right, we're going to get rid of you. Now, the other trees around the farm, I'm going to let those stay. The saplings that have sprouted. But in this area, I'm going to clear them all up. I would like to get all of this sorted out. I'm keeping a close eye on the time where I'm able, because we are obviously going to want to go and show our support for Leah. Maybe I should plant some extra trees around here, actually. Just some regular trees so that I can harvest the wood from. That actually might be a good idea. Just around the respawning stumps. Yeah, I think that would actually be a very good idea. All right, let's allow the cows out. You know what? No, actually, I think the cows have never been out either. My lord. There you go. Enjoy the farm. Have a glance out in the wild. There we go. Clear all this up. Ah, glorious. Look at the beautiful tea plants all ready. We need to get some sort of lamppost or something there. I think that would be a perfect addition. Oh, actually, we got the geode and some coal from that. That was actually not bad at all. Right, so we'll clear this up. Gotta get things looking right before we move onwards. Right, first and foremost, or rather, it's not first or foremost, actually. It's pretty much a last thing. Let's rebait these traps. There we go. We've got so much stuff that I need to drop off. My goodness. Okay, I can hear something. Have we got... Oh, we don't have anything. I thought I heard the sound of a glimmering in the water, but no, apparently not. All right, let's just clear up the farm a little bit. Get this work done nice and early. Save ourselves a lot of headache later on. The trees look beautiful now as well. Those trees actually look really, really healthy. There we go. Let's get all the rest of these weeds. And you as well. Hello, Yoko. Will you let me know where there's stones that I need to clear up? Thank you very much, Garrett. There we go. Now, before we head into town, because I noticed that it's about time for us to head over, I'm going to check what we need in terms of seeds. We're going to spend an awful lot of money at Pierre's. Like a crazy amount of money, actually. Hopefully Pierre will appreciate our patronage. Oh my lord, that's just a mess, isn't it? Alright, you hang tight there. Let me quickly empty out my my inventory. There we go. Over here as well. Drop off a bunch of items down here. Right, okay, we're good. Let's go and drop off the snail and the periwinkle. We'll pop the cheese into the produce bin. And when we return, I may well look at setting up another cheese maker. I think it's time. I think it's time. There we go. Starting to accrue things little by little, bit by bit. Right, okay, we've got a place to be. Oh, let me quickly check my seeds first. We've got strawberries, good. We've got quite a lot of coffee beans. We've got some cauliflower. We've got some mixed seeds that I could plant anywhere. We've also got some decent quality fertilizer. We've got enough fish, though, that I should be able to make a fair bit of deluxe fertilizer. Though it depends where I'm going to use it, because it's not going to be as useful for me to use that on things like strawberries, because I intend to just turn them into wine or into jam. Wow. That one's even animated. That's fantastic. Aavak, you're here. Of course I am here. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Okay, I guess I better introduce my pieces. Wish me luck. I'm sure you don't need it, but good luck. I especially like this one. Okay, everyone. Thanks for coming to my art show. As some of you know, I came to this town because I wanted to draw inspiration from the beautiful surroundings. This place really feels like home now. Okay, I'm going to introduce my sculptures. I haven't named this one yet. She started out as an exercise in human anatomy, but I ended up seeing her through to completion. Her expression is intentionally unclear. Is she embarrassed? Amused? Pained? I'll leave that to you to decide. This one's called Post-Dimensional Null Space. It represents the boundary of human imagination. The shape and colour came to me vividly when I was in a trance state. I've been calling this one Eggheads. I wanted to create an animatronic humanoid statue to toy with the viewer's ability to properly attribute personhood to a physical entity. I quite like it. And the last one is called Wood Sculpture 3. It's a celebration of my favourite sculpting material, wood. Well, those are my sculptures. Oh, one last thing. I'd like to say thanks to my special friend Aavak. Aw. He gave me the idea for this show and the courage just to go through with it. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's true. I'm proud of you, Leah. Events like this really breathe life into our little town. I love your art, Leah. Post-dimensional null space is my favourite. Dimitri's a man of taste, I see. Thanks for doing this. Oh. Thanks, everyone. It went well. Now let's start bidding on these wonderful art pieces. A marvellous addition to your home. Do I hear 5,000 gold for the pink one? I love how Demetrius jumps over. I imagine Robin just grabbing hold of it. No! Where would we put it? That was absolutely wonderful. What a lovely way to start today's episode. Absolutely perfect. Hello, Caroline. Abigail was born about a year after we moved to Pelican Town. I wonder if she'll ever experience life outside the valley. I'm sure she will if she wants to. Right, I have a bit of business with your husband. Wow, I'm exhausted. My show was a real success, wasn't it? It was. I'm ultra proud of you. You did so well. Right then, Pierre, you and me have a business to do. Well, I can't take care of these. I can't take care of any of these right now. I mean, I could buy them, but... sort of tempted, actually. It's 10k straight away. Let's buy the other seeds first. Right, so grass starters, we're going to want a lot. 45 will do. Next up, I could get rice shoots, but I don't have a mill to use them, so I'm sitting on that one. I would like 2 jazz seeds and 2 tulip bulbs for honey. Now, you're not actually selling any of the particularly good returns. Beans are okay, but you don't get a lot back for them. It may actually be better just to throw our lot in with something like kale or cauliflower. I think we'll go with cauliflower. We'll buy a lot of cauliflower. How many fields worth of we go? Well, you know what? Let's just throw caution to the wind. Let's just go all in and go for 100. Anything I don't use, I can use another time. Let's grab then. Sure, let's spend a fair old bit. An orange sapling and a peach sapling, please, for next summer. There we are, and that's about all I'm going to be able to put into this for now. And you know what? Since I'm here, we need to absorb the serenity that is only present here. Also, I've been getting such strong Earthbound vibes from coming in this room. I actually started watching a Let's Play of Earthbound again. One of my favorite Let's Plays by one of the creators who actually got me into YouTubing in the beginning. And, oh, hey, Abigail. Oh, Aavak, hi. Hi. Want to hang out for a while? Here, let me read your palm. By all means. Oh, that's apparently it. Unless I have to come in here to have the palm read. I really like that painting. That's actually amazing. Also, I love the fact you got Echo the Dolphin and Chrono as posters. Journey of the Prairie King, console edition. Still can't beat the first level of Journey of the Prairie King. Don't worry, you'll get there. Actually, saw someone. I think there are people who have their favorites amongst all of the villagers, and also their least favorites amongst all of them, and it's quite varied. But I saw recently someone, saying, "What kind of gamer is Abigail? She can't finish the first level." It's like, is that the measure of whether you're a gamer or not? Whether you're good at games? Oh my lord! I mean, I like to consider myself a gamer, but perhaps I'm going to have to hand in my gamer card on that basis. That being said, by the same token, what makes a professional gamer? Someone who games for a living? By that measure, I am indeed a professional gamer who's bad at games. Take that. Stick it in your pipe, and don't necessarily smoke it. It might be bad for your lungs. Just put it in the pipe, and then put the pipe on a mantelpiece. Maybe make it a little decorative. Maybe a glass case. Have a nice carved wooden plinth, polish. It'll be grand, truly. But it just kind of struck me. It's like, really, is that how we're measuring whether someone is allowed to call themselves a gamer, whether they're good at games? Because I've always operated under the impression that they just enjoyed gaming. I don't know. Maybe they enjoy being part of the culture. Certainly, if someone says they're a gamer, I will adjust the way I talk to them, or perhaps the topics that I will address, because I assume that they will get certain references, and if that proves to not be the case, then I will adjust the way I talk. But it gives me a basis to kind of engage with them until I learn more about them beyond the tag. But it was a bit of an interesting thing to think about, I thought. Sometimes my head gets so cluttered with nonsense I can hardly think. Does that ever happen to you? All the time, as you may have noticed from the little ramble I was on. Yes. Getting some fresh air usually helps. Oh, it doesn't help me. In fact, I think the fresh air makes it happen faster. I suddenly the bees that make my brain are more energized by the fresh air, and they start buzzing around inside my head even faster than before. I'm eager to move out. It's such a burden to be worrying about Mum all the time. I want her to be happy, but I can't stay here forever, I totally get that. As someone who, when he felt the moment I could move out of my parents' place, I did. I love them to bits, and I consider myself incredibly fortunate to have such wonderful parents. But I definitely needed my own space the moment I could, and even then, even having moved out to live within the same town, still felt a little bit too close. And then all of a sudden, here I am, Scotland. Right. Okay. So, first and foremost, let's get down a little bit of something over here. We're going to plant our flowers. In fact, let me go and do I have everything? Yes, I can drop a bunch of things off. So let's go ahead and do that. First and foremost, look, I've been saying I'm going to do it for 1,000,000 years. It feels like it's time I actually do it. And what else did I need? Stone. Do I have enough stone? Yes, I do. Okay, 2 of these. There we go. Promise fulfilled. Also, tree taps. Some more copper bars. Alright. Let me go and take care of that as well. I'm really liking this little bit of music. I'm not sure how much of the planting I'm going to get done right now, but we're getting really important stuff done, so I don't mind that so much. I'm going to be honest. I'm really liking this tune, though. My goodness. Right, we need 1 tree tap over here. So let's get you made. Punk. And then we're going to need 1, 2 over here. Do I have enough? Yes, we do. Perfect. 1 and indeed 2. Marvellous. And while I'm here, I will gather everything. The sap isn't so bad. Just pick that up straight away. Oh, no, don't eat the sap, my lord. There we go. Because it gets respawned so quickly. Now, this is my fall. So we are going to want the... Oh, actually... Oh, no. I can't quite tell which one I've got there. That's irritating. I'm going to have to review my footage to find when I planted that tree to know which one it was. That was silly of me. I've bought an extra sapling. I'm assuming that's one of my summer crops. But since I can't be certain, I'm going to avoid planting just yet. I don't want to waste one of the trees. That would be really dumb. Ultra dumb, in fact. Let's pop the leek and the daffodil in there. I'm going to go and grab some fish. Oh, no star, Yoko. I've got a little bit too much work to be doing to go to bed just yet, but I hope you have a nice sleep. Right. We are also going to want to grab strawberry seeds. Not sure if we're going to have time to plant them. All of the coffee beans. I know, but we're going to need them. Right, with that, let's be on our way. Right, first and foremost, let's get this area watered. There we are. And we'll pop down the best fertilizer that we have. Because, you know, we will eventually pick these flowers. So we might as well make them the best they can be. Cheers. And tulip. Now, I don't tend to go for the best return that I can get from the honey. There are better flowers to make honey out of if what you care about is the money. I actually just like to have a varied amount of flowers because that means that later on, when I pick them, I can use them for nicer gifts. Actually, we'll put a little group them in 3s. That should allow them to grow, and even if the cows or the chickens or the ducks have a little bit of a nibble, it shouldn't be a problem that way. It is getting quite late. We may miss out on the first day of spring planting. I know. It does suck, but we'll do our best. But I'm not as focused on that as I am on taking care of the animals and on spending time with my friends in the village. Right, let's get all of this cleared out. This is going to be the easier one to set up, so we'll start down here, I guess. There we go. And now then, we need to get some hoeing done. There we are. We'll get all of this done as quickly as we can. The problem is we are also going to need to water as well. Now, the real important ones are the repeatable crops, the reharvestable ones. Of those, there is coffee and there are strawberries. I really should have made more of my strawberries into seeds to really benefit from the money now, because with all of the reharvestable crops, it all comes down to when you can plant them early on, because the earlier you plant them, the more harvest you're going to get out of them, depending on how long they take to mature, so on and so forth. And there we go. Oh, I may have actually done a bit of a silly there. We'll place down the deluxe fertilizer there. Let me just organize my inventory so it's a little bit easier for me to manage. There we go. Can I re-fertilize? Oh, crap. Okay, well, what I could do is, well, no, we will try and make it the best we can. There we go. And then we'll pop down the deluxe fertilizer and we'll pop some cabbage seeds there. Maybe. Because I will replace that with strawberries as soon as I can. Now, the rest we're going to want as coffee beans. We will get the cabbages planted as soon as we can, but right now, this is my focus. Now, the coffee beans, they're going to get the best fertilizer I've got, because depending on the quality of the coffee bean we harvest, I may then go on to replant. I may go on to turn that into coffee itself for a decent amount of cash. We're going to have to actually head to bed, unfortunately. We're not even going to get to finish doing the watering. But it's good enough. We've done a lines part of the work. But with the coffee beans, if you get iridium coffee beans, then it works out just as good. I should have put the other cheesemaker in the barn as well. It works out just as well for selling the coffee bean itself as making it into coffee, because you take 5 beans to make it into coffee. The coffee does sell for a lot more than a single bean, but you've got to appreciate it made it out of 5. And at iridium quality coffee beans, I believe you can sell them for 30, and that's basically the cost of the coffee. So you may as well just sell the coffee beans straight up at that point. But anything less than iridium quality, you may as well turn it into coffee. Now, that doesn't take much time, but you know, it is definitely worth keeping in mind. Tea, on the other hand, see, the game understands that tea is the better of the beverages, and a single tea plant is used to make tea, and that is significantly more valuable. But as a direct result, although you can only harvest tea right at the end, you'll end up with so much more tea than you could possibly get out of coffee. And I approve of this. There we are. Right, let's go and have a quick look at the weather reports. Going to be is it going to rain all day tomorrow? Oh, okay, fair enough. That's not going to be too bad. Well, Wick, what's it like today? Absolutely neutral. I'm not so sure about that. Oh, we've got Kent's birthday. Okay, I'm going to have to plumb the depth of my memory now to work out what Kent is going to like. But all right. Right. Dear Aavak, I'm now selling higher quality fertilizers as well as new crops. I swear if I go there and it's got strawberries, I'm going to be so annoyed. Dear Aavak, thanks again for coming to my art show. It was such a success. I sold nearly all of my sculptures and everyone was so positive and encouraging. I hope to see you again soon. Of course you will. But damn it, Pierre. I bet he has actually got strawberry seeds. It would be worth me going and finding out. It sincerely would be worth me going and finding out. Let's pop those in there. All right, well, we got a couple of things we can do this morning then. So we'll go and check in on the animals. Then we'll make a trip to Pierre's just to be sure that I can't get the best possible planting as I can do, because we haven't started the second row down the bottom there, so we can use this opportunity to get all of that set up as well. That is a little bit of an annoyance, I'm going to be honest. There we go. Wow. Okay, they've really. Have they already sprouted? Huh, that's impressive, actually. Right, let's get down a little bit of bait. Now, the thing is right now, I appreciate that I've got the bouquet on my hotbar, and as a result, this may be driving some of you insane. I'm afraid you're just going to have to live with the anticipation for a little while longer. Hello, I have got presents for you. There we go. Donk, donk. And with this, we can finally start working through this enormous backlog. There we are. Well, we're still only going to break even if I don't pop in and do like a double process every now and then. Because that's enough to manage all of the milk that we're getting from the cows directly every day. But we're going to need more. Let's pop these all back. There we go. Done and done. You can come out now. Enjoy. You're going to find there's so much more grass for you to gnaw. Carryouts. Winter blades over there. Ah, there we go. You snuck out from behind. There we are. Perfect. Right, let's get all of these loaded up. Now, once the ducks are mature, then we're going to find that we're going to need more mayo makers in there as well. Right. Oh, a bit of panning to do. I won't say no. And we got iron and coal. Not too bad. Really love this song. Right, let's go and grab all of these. Dunk. Right, that is the last of the aged row that we're going to need. Absolutely marvellous. Let's go ahead and replace these. More blueberries. We might be through all of the blueberries by the time that summer comes around. By the time that we're getting more. Right, let's drop off some items before we go any further. Actually, sure, let's get a little bit more. Actually, we've got so much gold, I don't know why I picked up the iron, honestly. There we go. All done and done. Right, we'll go. Well, I'm going to keep. We're going to make use of these fish. So let's go ahead and turn them all into good fertilizer. There we go. Honestly, the crab pots are amazing for that. I hadn't really considered how useful that is, but it is literally any fish will do. So, yeah, it's perfect. I'll drop this off for now. Right. I'm not going to sell this to Pierre, because it hasn't got a quality star, but these two absolutely can be sold to Pierre. Right, let's go and have a look at what Pierre has to sell. If it is strawberries, I'm going to be very happy, but also kind of vexed, because, yeah, it will have messed with... Oh, okay, first then, we're heading up to the train. This does not happen very often. Quickly now. We must ride like the wind. Not that the wind really rides. I wouldn't say that I've ever really noticed the wind riding anywhere. Still, it's a saying, and we will continue to use it for tradition's sake, if nothing else. Right, let's get up there. Hello. Rocks. Oh, so many rocks. Okay, sure. I'll take some spare rocks. Not gonna say no. Also, we got some stuff that we need to do up here, I suppose. Hello. Also, I like that. Anything else? Supper time. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes, please. I gratefully accept these gifts. Jochen Woud. Take care, train. I'm not sure why it's that is a very non-standard use. What? A buckle made of solid gold. 2 defense, 1 immunity. I mean, it's not as good as my current boots, but they look good though. They look really good. All right. Well, while we're up here, we may as well quickly gather the wiggly worms while we see them. Now, we do need to have a poke around up here for a necklace as well. We shall see. Right, I do believe that was the note, was it not? Let's have a quick look. Notes, secret notes. Borrowed a necklace from Mum, but lost it somewhere near the bathhouse. We'll have a look around. Keep your eyes peeled for potential wiggly worms. Also, daffodils. Right, well, there's probably somewhere I can pan, but I'm not looking to take care of that right now. Instead, we are going straight to Pierre's, because it is already past midday, my lord. Hey, Abigail. Hi, I'm glad to see you. Well, I'm glad to see you too. I want to take my mind off things for a while. How's your day going? Well, it's actually going quite well. We got to go up there and avail myself of the generosity of a train. There we go. Ah, come back. It took me a while to find the right gift. Hey, how do you know I was hungry? This looks delicious. You're more than welcome. I'm not going to judge the way that you enjoy a tree, only that you enjoy it. I'm looking for someone to bring me 30 copper ores to aid in understanding of local minerals. Well, we could take it, and tomorrow could be a day of mining. We can absolutely do that. Hey, Lewis. I do all my grocery shopping here. Also, tea. Wow, this is my favorite. Thank you. You're more than welcome, mate. Hey, up here. Right, what are these new crops you got? Pierre, you scallywag, you lied. This was just to get me... I don't need any more... I'm not going to buy any more crops than you. Ah, my lord. Scallywag. Scoundrel. Cur. I guess I did get to go and see the train, so you're not a completely awful person, but my goodness. I already just spent so much money there and telling fibs to get me back. On the plus side, it does mean that I didn't accidentally make a mistake. So, I suppose, you know, I can deal with that. Let's drop that off in there. Right, okay, let's I was so incensed that I didn't sell the cheese or the mayonnaise to Pierre. Well, that's what you get. That is your punishment, Pierre. Right, let's drop some more things off and drop off the iron as well. Okay, now we've got a lot of planting to do. An awful lot of planting to do. Right, let's get all of this hoed. We have a couple more coffee beans to pop down. And we should. Once again, we'll pop down the best fertilizer we can for that. And hopefully we will then... Oh, man. I made a bit of a silly in choosing to hoe it in that particular pattern. Until we get a much better hoe that is not at all a good way of doing it. That being said, though, we can now use the flashy double upgraded watering pattern. There we go. I approve. And same over there. We won't need it here. And over here as well. There we go. Right. Time for us to pop down the best fertilizer we can. Coffee beans will be over on this side. Ultimately, strawberries are better than coffee beans for a cash crop. And that is... Do I have any other fish that I can use? I might do. Just that last little bit, but I don't really think it matters too much, especially if it ends up being cauliflower, which is going to be. Because as soon as the cauliflower is mature, we will have to refertilize. So that's fine. We'll get some decent cauliflower crops initially, but some of them will be a little bit less high quality than the others. That's okay. Right, there we go. That's all done. Next up, we've got to drink some more tea. It's hard work being a farmer, you know. I deserve it. Right, let's grab a little bit of gold. We can drop this off. There we go. I do apologize once again. How scatterbrained I've been these last few days. Even now, I'm listening out for any sounds of Tally squishy scratching in the cage behind me. And it's just on my mind a lot. But I am significantly in higher spirits than I have been for the last quite a while, actually. Hello, Catty Hat. I love that little expression you make. Right, got all of the 4 cheeses. Well done. And now let's pop down some more. And we will, in this way, work our way through the backlog. little by little, bit by bit. It doesn't take long for cheese to process, actually, which is quite useful. Thinking about it, quite useful. Right, let's have a peek in here. Let's grab all the mayonnaise. Thank you. We don't have any backlog of eggs to process, which is nice. Right, it's going to be raining tomorrow, so we're going to close these doors. And you guys are going to stay inside. Don't want you out and about during heavy rains. Again, we will plant the tree. It won't actually impact too much. It would have been nicer to get that all down at the same time. I should have realistically harvested these at the same time, because as I put that down, because it basically sets the timer as far as I'm aware. But yeah, I'll double check the videos, or indeed an apple. If you happen to know, then do leave me a comment down below on which tree that is. I wish it was easy enough to find out, but it doesn't really seem it. Unless it's fruiting, you just don't know, which is a bit of a pain. But hopefully we'll be able to get the trees planted relatively soon, and we'll only lose a day or two of what... Sorry, cauliflower. It has to be done. Where did I end up with that strawberry seed from? Did I have that in my inventory the whole time? I'm going mad. Like I said, my mind's been a little bit all over the place the last couple of days. Right. Also, I put that back in there incorrectly. Let's get these on the go. Plink. There we are. Right. Let's drop off everything in here. Also, drop off the gold, of which we've now got a significant amount, to be fair. The sap, don't need that with. Sure, we'll drop off the cheese. We'll go and pop the fruit down here, but the apple we actually need to hold on to. Very much need to hold on to. It's an iridium star apple as well. That's actually very, very nice. Let's pop the daffodils in here. We should start... Well, actually, you know what? We're going to carry those daffodils around as potential presents. Right. Okay. Now then. We'll collect that copper in just a moment. We need to get all of this sorted, which means a fair bit of hoeing and a fair bit of watering as well. Though the watering isn't as important as the planting, because if we miss a day, it's not the end of the world. It'll just be a day's growth stunted. That isn't so bad. The main thing is to make sure that we get it hoed, fertilized, and planted. There we go. Now, the hoe at gold, I actually find that the gold level hoe upgrade is the least useful of them. Just because of the way I tend to organize my farms. Around the time that I would have the gold upgrade initially, I'm still planting in kind of like 3x3 areas. So it's not as important of an upgrade. Later on, once you get to iridium sprinklers, you can be wanting more 5x5s, and then the gold will actually be quite useful. And of course, the next upgrade beyond it, the iridium upgrade, is, you know, in every measurable way amazing. But initially, it's not the more important one for me to go for, I find. And generally speaking, the pickaxe and the axe, well, I mean, the axe does benefit because... well, no, actually, I would say the pickaxe is the next more important one. The axe, not so. I don't think you really need to worry too much about the axe. We need to go and grab the sap in order to place down the fertilizer. There we go. And let's go ahead and pretty much make all of this. Well, we don't actually need that much, but we'll get a good, healthy amount of fertilizer to pop down. Right, let's get going. There we are. This is one of the areas where I think controllers actually benefit a little bit more from the mouse and keyboard control scheme, is when you're laying down a lot of stuff in a row like this. In almost every other way, I think the mouse and keyboard is better, though part of that may simply be that I'm much, much more familiar with it. So it's more convenient for me and I can adjust to it faster. But still, I do fancy that that is definitely one place where controller really does benefit. I would also say that even aside from my potential bias, fishing is so much easier on mouse and keyboard. I have tried that with controller, and I really did not find it as easy to manage. There we go. Everything set up now. All we need to do is a bit of watering, as much as we can before we have to turn in for the night. And actually, well, we just get that down. It looks like we missed one, but that is actually pretty good going, I think. And from this point on, we need to do no more hoeing, planting, fertilizing, or watering. We can allow our fields to just take care of themselves for the next little while, and then we will just collect a nice big hefty payday at the end. That being said, the strawberries will be a little bit different, simply because I'm going to need to take care of those further with a little bit of extra refining, either by making them into jam or into wine. I'm really not sure what would be the best bang for buck there. Obviously, wine. Oh. I completely forgot that was a thing. Not gonna lie. 100% forgot. But the gold per day on using it in preserve jars versus keg, I'm not sure. But I fancy the preserve jars may actually be the better one. Do let me know in the comments, though, what your opinion is on that. Right, let's drop everything off. We've done a pretty solid day's work, I think. Have we got time? No, we don't. I don't think we've got enough time to go and grab any more cheese, sadly. So we'll be leaving that one. But we do have enough time to drop off one more item there. Right, come on then, you. Let's pop you to bed. You've done a lot of hard work today. Thank you very much for your help. We've got cauliflowers that we can drop off here. Not going to have to refresh those in a while. And also a little bit of stone as well. Right, okay. My goodness, what a busy start to this year. I hope you have enjoyed it, though, as much as I have. I'm very much looking forward to hanging out with Clint on his birthday in, well, next episode, but 2 days' time. We still made 6,700 from that. The cheeses made a lot of money, my lord. But we also got through 8 mayonnaise as well. So yeah, we're not gonna see a kind of return like that again for a good long while. That will be quite some time before we get to that point. That being said, you know, it's not going to take too long for the ducks to mature. But I will probably use the incubator to get 2 more ducklings, just because I like using the incubator. But that is going to be it from me. I really do hope you've enjoyed. Please do let me know if you happen to remember what fruit tree we have planted. Let me know in the comments also whether you think we should be going for preserve jars or the wine kegs for the strawberries once they're harvestable. But that is going to be it from me. So until next time, and as always, from myself and from Sleepy Tally behind me, take care, everyone.